Well, it's a little after 10 o'clock Tuesday. Looks like, yeah, I was pretty busy today. I did, a couple of live streams and that rooftop bike ride video today. I think. Yeah. I do. I did 2 uploads, or 2 lives today. Just one of them hasn't finished yet. Processing and putting up. And in fact, that delay that it's taking to do this is one of the reasons why I decided to record this and then upload, because it'll get to public viewing as a reviewable file in a much shorter time than to go live, so y'all can see this right this moment. But then, 12, 24 to 36 hours it's telling me to process my last video. You know what I'm saying? I just, fuck that shit. I'll just record this now and fucking shoot it out to you. Anyway. Why am I up at 10 o'clock? Because I actually went to bed this time, about 30 minutes ago. What did I predict in that earlier video? Well, I'd forgotten about that, honestly. I wasn't even putting all that together. I was just like, I'm feeling a little bit like the end of the day, finally. Maybe a little bit of normalcy, finally. Looking at the clock and realizing, oh my God, this is the time when normal people would be getting ready for bed, going to bed. So I'm like, cool. I go lay down. And you can't see with the camera, but my fucking legs sitting here doing this twitching shit. Fucking like the restless leg syndrome shit. Well, I don't think I was going on in the bed, but my mind was going. I'm like, damn, I am fucking, must be wide awake or something, because my mind is just not fucking slowing down, even though I felt like it was bedtime. I went to bed, and sure, my body's finally, but now my mind is just starting to just cycle information, and I'm like, stop doing that and just sleep, man. Of course, it's not that dramatic and all that. It's more robotic when I'm laying there like this. Well, come on, man. Come on, thoughts. Stop cycling. Come on. Alright. Well, this has gone on too long. I'm probably not going to get to sleep. Then all of a sudden, I guess I did start to fall asleep because, fuck! Oh, because I hate that fucking sensation of waking up from one of those partial complex seizures. It's not really waking up, because I've never really fallen asleep. That's one of the reasons why that kind of seizure is so fucking sensationalized for me, because I'm not unconscious when that seizure is happening. I'm trying to get unconscious. My body's almost right at that moment of unconsciousness, and then BAM! That adrenaline hits. Fuck! Started it within probably less than a minute to 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 2.5. Fuck! Goddamn, another fucking seizure. So after that one, I'm not even allowing myself to nod off. And so after about 2 to 5 minutes of that, I'm like, this is hopeless. I'm either going to keep having these partial complex seizures until I just run out of, literally just deplete my cortisol and adrenaline reserves, and fatigue just literally just causes me to fucking just pass out. Not fall asleep, but pass out. But I'm like, fuck it. You know what? It's time to get the fuck back here on YouTube. Get this fucking shit live so you can fucking see this fucking shit happen in real time. And then, like I said, when I put together that, I've still got a fucking video sitting here saying 1 to 2 days to process. I'm like, fuck that shit. I want this fucking shit out tonight. So I just have to fucking record it and upload. Fuck the live shit right now with this. You know what I'm saying? Because this, fucking 10 o'clock, and I'm just starting my day after 30 minutes in bed with not even falling asleep, 2 partial complex seizures after a bunch of mania. I wouldn't call it mania, just hyperactive mental activity. So again, just going live wouldn't be worth it if I want to get this fucking shit out here right now while this fucking shit's happening and affecting me, and you fucking sit here watching this fucking shit real time. Again, I ain't fucking even done no fucking nothing. No fucking chemicals today. None. And I fucking didn't really do any yesterday except that little tiny bit of marijuana that turned out to be really beneficial. Really, really, really beneficial. Almost to the point where I kind of wish I had some more to mess around with. Especially now that I'm tired but wired, having seizures and up and just like, fuck this shit. Where's some fucking pot? It's like at least fucking just down and buzz. You know, and maybe if I can fucking get over this fucking feeling every time I inhale marijuana smoke, might even be able to actually get a fucking real high like I used to back in the day when I actually enjoyed partying. Yeah, I actually usually enjoy enjoyment activities. Now the only thing I enjoy is activism. And look at the expression on my face. It's not like I'm sitting here fucking happy that I'm happy about activism. I'm not. I'm actually using it as a form to cope with the devastation, the emotional devastation brought upon me. To say I can't handle this is to be seen and to be proven or not. But I'm not. I shouldn't be handling this, and if I don't handle this, again, I'm predicting this, that I'm not going to be able to handle this. I might be able to act like I'm handling it in the intense moments of face-to-face human interaction, but look at this. Look at my YouTube. Look at this. 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 I'd say I'm trapped in this. But then you say, well, if you're trapped, can't you get out? Isn't that the whole definition? Trap is something you're locked into, you can't get out because somebody else set something up with bait for you to enter, to trap you, to keep you from escaping. So to say I am trapped, unless I get out on that motherfucking street and make everybody fucking goddamn butt fucking aware of the consequences of child abuse, stigma, bad police officers, and bad judges, and horrible doctors that are fucking serving Satan. Either they gotta go or I gotta go. But I'm too cool for that. So, activism. I am going to be, I am an I would say going to be, I have chosen to be an activist. So I am now an activist. That's right. What the fuck do I know about activism? Well, I can create a whole bunch of ideas from my intelligence using the definition of the word, and I did. But again, I'm missing part of my brain, and I'm missing part of my sociality and part of my sexuality. I'm missing parts of those. So, what do I do? What I always do. And why I'm almost always right, and I can admit when I'm wrong, or at least know when I know that I'm not right. Because I went and looked it up. Then I looked up examples of activism, types of activism, and then actually went into each subcategory of the types of activism and started looking at the subcategories and was like, no, 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 maybe, yes, no, maybe. On what I'm, on the modes and methods I'm going to choose to do it. Then I was like, okay, examples of it. Street marches and protests and this, that, and that. So within 5 or 10 minutes, I've already got the gist of activism. Some of you guys can't even fucking understand 1 plus 1 in 5 minutes. But again, all this comes at a price. A huge, devastational, general functioning, and emotional price. I shouldn't have even had to have been looking up the word activism. Because I should have never been abused as a child. But that did happen. So then those people that abused me should have been punished. Not one of those adults that abused me as a child ever did any time. Never got any sentences, never got any charges, never got anything ever legally done to them by our government. And I'm over here in a fucking hospital at 4 years old having my fucking insides repaired from being sodomized violently and frequently. And the legal system is like, throw him in a mental hospital because he can't get along in a foster home. And I was gone. Thank God for Gary and Paula. I swear to you guys, if it wasn't for those two awesome people accepting me no matter what and adopting me and forcing me out of that mental hospital, forcing the government not to allow me to be in a mental hospital. Could you imagine what would happen if Gary and Paul wouldn't have stepped in and I would have, at 4 years old, ended up in a mental hospital and never ever did anything else as a child and an adolescent but live in a mental hospital? Could you have imagined that if these two people wouldn't have adopted me? That's how fucked up that system is. None of those people got any charges or any punishment for anything that they did to me. And I was set to just be left in a mental hospital for the rest of my life. And I imagine it was a judge who made that decision. And then when Gary and Paula wanted to adopt me, it took them almost 3 years. They fought tooth and nail for it. And the government was just like, no. I'm like, why not? Well, because we don't think he's going to make it. We don't think you're good enough to take care of him. We think he's too far gone for you to save. And so we're not going to let you adopt him. Because we don't think it's going to work. They're wrong! Us patriotic, American, Republican, Christian conservatives were right all along. Government has no place in child's lives except to protect them from predators. And they don't do it. And in fact, they allow it, encourage it, and then don't punish the people that do. The few that get publicly known enough that they have to do it, or they're going to look bad, they fucking still get out in a few years and are back on the streets to fucking rape and abuse children again. While they're sitting here trying to put me, or not back, trying to fucking get me to fucking do something stupid to get to prison, and because I'm not gonna do it. I'm not an idiot. They're trying to create a situation to put me in prison or leave me in a mental hospital. Well, no, they don't want to put me in a mental hospital. That's expensive, and I might actually, again, I've already beat the system. If they put me in there, they're gonna fucking hate life. They're gonna fucking hate life if I get stuck in a mental hospital. Because I am just gonna fucking push every goddamn one of those motherfucking little fucking trigger buttons on every goddamn one of those motherfucking nurses and practitioners and doctors every motherfucking moment of every fucking day. And then when they come at me, I'm gonna beat the motherfucking shit out of them that time. Every other time I fucking stop right at the moment of fucking gonna fuck them motherfuckers up for coming at me with a fucking needle and manhandling me and shit. Next time, especially if I'm stuck in the mental hospital with no way out, it's a good thing they ain't got fucking solid objects in there to fucking pick up and grab, because I'll fucking beat the fucking shit out of them goddamn fucking doctors and nurses. I'm gonna fucking shit out, beat the fucking shit out of goddamn fucking doctors. Fuck them. I hate them. Goddamn fucking demon-possessed monsters that wear lab coats, walk around with a clipboard, and the ability to fuck you on demand. Oh, you're a child abuse victim? Oh, you're innocent? Oh, you haven't done anything wrong? And you want treatment for real? Good. It's time to fuck you. Time to fuck you, child abuse victim. Time to fuck you, child abuse victim. That's what the doctors do. All day, every day, and every way. I don't even want to be a doctor. Because I don't want to serve Satan. And that's crazy. I'm not being legitimately thorough with that. Okay? I'm just acting like them for a moment. They want to call me names? Every motherfucking doctor is a goddamn satanic, demon-possessed monster out to harm, kill, rape, and destroy, and promote child abuse. That's not true, but they sure fucking make it look that way to anybody who's got any real vision and any real experience and knowledge in this fucking situation. Problem is, most humans are forced into silence, killed, or lost in that mental hospital system or prison. Like I said, they're desperately trying to get me there. But I'm too fucking good for it. And they can't stand it. Some of the police officers, good ones, are, like I said. And what blows my mind about police officers is they're polar opposites. The good officers are good officers, and it's genuine. Bad officers are demonic. They always have been. And they probably never will seek salvation and redemption. Damn those motherfucking goddamn demons to hell. Every one of them. I can't stand it. But this is what blows, like I said, what really fucks with my head. The good officers are unbeatable. They really are. I really so conflicted about this. But again, so many bad officers and the leaders, they continue to just get their paycheck and do their job and never get anything else done towards getting rid of these bad officers and these bad leaders. They don't do anything about it. So, the good officers aren't really good officers. They're good at being officers, but they're not good officers still. The other officers are bad officers, and the bad at being officers and the bad people. Like I said, the good ones are unbeatable. And they're almost instantly recognizable too. Because when I talk to them, even a little autism in me, they talk right back to me, adult to adult, person to person, civilian to civilian. You know, within whatever they're allowed within their training, paranoia to produce. You know what I'm saying? But the bad officers, like this officer, are pretty instant to the spot, because you'll be like, because like me, you know, you'll be innocent, you'll explain you're innocent, and an officer gives absolutely zero credit to your valid, you know, evidence and explanation of the legality of your activity. Like I said, you kind of figured them out almost right away, because the moment you explain yourself and they don't instantly stop the narcissist shit and come down to a person-to-person level for a moment, you already know you're fucked. You already know you're going to court, possibly jail, get fines, everything else, no matter how innocent you are. You already know it. And you already know you're going to lose, because this officer is a fucking messiah of the fucking court system. Yeah, judge, look, the officer did this. Look, here's me. You did me. I didn't do what he said. The judge is going to look at the officer and be like, what do you got to say? The officer's going to be like, oh, he made that footage up on a computer. Judge is going to be like, oh, okay, guilty. Click. I didn't make it up on a computer, officer. I mean, judge, I can even prove it with timestamps and a fucking copy and a thing on the internet of a live stream with the YouTube, and you can't edit those things, and blah, you know, blah, blah, because you look at my YouTube studio, see that there's a clean file, unedited file, blah, blah, and the judge would still be like, no, you're just a really good computer hacker and you made all that fucking shit up preparing for this. You're still guilty. How do you win when that fucking kind of shit happens with this fucking Judge Jim Ward? And I'm not saying that's literally the way these things have gone, because it's not like that. The judge is just like, no, your evidence isn't admissible. Those witnesses say this. Guilty. Judge, the witnesses weren't even there. Look, I have the video. It'll show that they weren't even there. Yeah, but that's not admissible. Why not? And the judge really didn't answer, that I remember. He didn't give me any valid, legitimate reason why he couldn't take my phone cord, plug it in that big ass TV, or at least just sit there, plug it in and watch it on, you know, and play that video. No. He wouldn't allow that admissible to cover up those officers and guarantee my conviction. And he does it every time. So I already know I'm fucked. That's another reason why I've got to put this relationship, my friendship, my future plans, my relationship, either just got to get rid of them or put them on hold, because my friend and me originally just go to court, try to win, you're gonna lose, pay the fines, move up to Alabama, and let's just go on. And I'm just like, no, if I don't win this, I am going to make them force me into jail. And then when I get out, I'm going to commit suicide. No, that's not really the way it is, but I don't see any other alternative. I don't see any other way. I see no way out except to public display suicide and put it on the internet for the world to see. I can't live like this anymore. Well, I guess I could. I can do a whole lot of things. But I don't want to do a lot of things. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to prison. I don't even want to go to fucking court. I don't want to be an activist. But I also don't want children to get abused. Can't have what we want. So, I guess when I go up into court, like I said, I'm trying to figure out what kind of what's that word again? Presentation. I'm trying to figure out my presentation for court, because like I said, I'm using this for political activism. I'm using this to get my message into that fucking judge's face and everyone in that fucking courtroom. I think it might go. These are kind of the ideas I'm having. When the judge asked me, "How do you plead?" Fuck the police. Children's lives matter. And then I'm going to go silent. And I'm going to be silent up until that moment. Even when he asked me to raise my right hand, I'm just going to sit and stare at him. And when he asked me, raise your right hand, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to probably try to say something like, I owe you nothing. You owe me your life. Fuck off. Nah, I don't think that's a good way to put that. I'll have to work on that some. I guess I'll stop and upload this video and toss me some comments. Give me some advice on some ideas I can use to really fuck this shit up in court. To really just fucking slam this goddamn fucking shit right in their motherfucking faces, and they can't do nothing to avoid it but either harm me or call me a fucking hero. Either fucking set me up for a tragic death, or fuck that officer. Fuck that officer. Legally fuck that officer. That's it. There is no other way. There is no just letting this go. There is no just not guilty. I'm not letting it go. If that officer's not guilty, I'm going after him. Legally. Like the first thing I'll fucking do is probably get home, get on my electric bike as soon as if I'm found not guilty, and drive straight to the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Department and bang that fucking door down until they let me in to report that officer. And then I'm checking up on it every fucking day. I need to fucking write some newspapers. I don't even know if we have fucking newspapers anymore, really. I think we do. Like I said, I need a loudspeaker. need myself a whiteboard or some kind of a display. And I'd like to get a gun. For the right reasons. And if you watch some of my other videos, you heard one of my last live streams, you heard me having that tough but adult conversation with my dad about the real reason why I feel I have to get a concealed carry if I want to survive on this planet. It's not the drug dealers. It's not the rapists. It's not even the child abusers. I'm not afraid of any of those humans without it, not, walking around unarmed. Not afraid of any of those. The only humans I am just panic-stricken, anxiety-ridden, just terrified of are those police officers. I'm terrified of them. I am terrified of them. I'm getting a gun and concealed carry it to protect myself from the police. And I'm an innocent person. Okay? I am the opposite of a criminal. Every little piece and part of me desperately wishes all of this would be the opposite. But it isn't. This is reality. I need a gun to protect myself from police. I'm likely not going to do that. Because I'm not an idiot. And I am a man of regulation. But do you understand the intent? The only thing I fear on this planet enough to push me over the edge to finally go get a fucking handgun and a holster for it and start carrying it around on me and to passionately drive to get that legal license to do it is just so I can protect myself from a police officer when he pulls that narcissistic, insane authority out. And I tell him, we're both human, we're both American, you're wrong, I'm right, stand down. The officer doesn't stand down, pop, 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 right in his fucking face. I'm not going to do it, but I can totally justify my panic and fear to the point where I want to desperately do this, or I'm just never going to fucking go anywhere ever again. I'm going to be fucking, thank God this is 20 acres on a private, on a mile long fucking dirt private road, because like I said, the electric bike might not even matter if it's legal anymore now. I'm not kidding, guys. Even after this court, if they say I'm legally allowed to drive the bike, I'm so afraid of another officer doing exactly what that officer did and restarting this whole thing right after I just proved it again that it's legal for 20th time in the last 4 or 5 years, these officers and police departments and stuff. All I'm gonna do is fucking worry that it's always gonna happen every fucking time I get out on that fucking bike. And every fucking time it happens, I'm just gonna want to fucking kill that fucking officer. And I can accept mental problems for what they are. I've got a mental problem, and it's getting worse every day. And it's not the drugs. In fact, drugs might even help this. Not fucking shit you. These drugs might actually fucking take me away from this for long enough periods of time, for enough days in a row, that I'd be able to handle this more like a normal person, more like a normal human. But the damage is done. I'm fucking gone. I'm not even paranoid. I'm just terrified of the police. As an innocent civilian, an American and a Christian, I am terrified of the police. Fuck the police.
Fuck the police.